we're focusing on your irons, and you've told us that your main issue is what we would call a pull hook. So a shot that starts left of target and then curves further left through the air. Now a pull hook tells us that the main issue with your golf swing is that the club face is excessively closed. When the club face points to the left of the direction of the swing, the ball will curve to the left through the air. The more the face is closed, the more the ball will curve. Now we can't be sure of the direction of your swing with a pull hook. You can have an in-to-out swing with the club head moving to the right of target. You can have a very neutral swing with the club head moving towards the target. Or you could have an out-to-in swing with the club head moving to the left of target. All of these three can produce a pull hook if you close the face the right amount. So the solution here is to start by delaying the closing of your face so that the golf ball doesn't go so far left. If we can time the face correctly, the golf ball will ultimately finish on target. Now at that point, you look at the shape of the ball flight and you can decide whether you want to make further changes to your swing or simply play with the shot that you have. What you may find is that you're happy with the shot that you've got and you continue playing with it, and you've achieved that by simply altering one thing in your golf swing, and that was the club face alignment at impact. So to delay the closing of your face, we're going to use two things. And the first would be the timing of the release. If we look at two aspects of the downswing, one would be the fact that the body is turning towards the target, and the other is the hands releasing the club head at the ball. Now, to exaggerate, if we made a backswing and then didn't allow the hips to turn towards the target at all, the only way to get the club head to the ball would be to throw the club head with the hands. Now, this would be described as an early release that would very easily close the face, which of course is going to send the ball too far left. On the other hand, if I was to turn the body towards the target much more aggressively, the hands would have a much harder time releasing the club. And if we haven't got time to close the face would be open and the ball would go to the right. So if our golf ball's going too far left, what we would like to do is speed up the turning of the body, which effectively delays the release of the hands, and that delays the closing of the face. So our main feeling for the golf swing is turning the body towards the target slightly more aggressively than we were before. Now the second thing we're going to use is more of a reference point, and it's the logo of the glove. So at setup, we essentially have the club face pointing towards the target and also the logo on the back of my glove. But what you'll notice as I swing back is that very quickly the logo of the glove is going to rotate and face ahead of me. Now, if I maintain the logo facing ahead of me and I bring the club down to where it would hit the ball, you would see a very open face. On the other hand, if I was to rotate the logo of the glove back towards the target and then actually beyond the target to the left, you'll see the club face matches this rotation and closes. So the reference point here would be, can we feel that we go to the top of the swing and then bring the club down with the logo of the glove facing a little more ahead of us, as opposed to rolling over and pointing at the target or even left of it. So going back to our first feeling, if I don't turn the hips, it's very easy to roll the club shut, and if I do turn the hips, it's very easy to delay the release, and there we can see the logo is still facing forward. Again, we can overdo this, we can hit the ball to the right. So it's not a case of simply doing it as much as we possibly can, it's a case of calibrating it and synchronizing these two things. So the first thing obviously is we need you to turn your hips a little faster and try to delay the closing of the face. So swing to the top, and as you start down, make sure your hips are turning, and then pause as the club reaches where it would be at impact, and see that club face being open. This is an exaggerated downswing to make sure you can really feel the difference between what you're doing now and this open-faced move. From here, you would release the club through to a natural follow-through. Once you can do it in stages, pause and then release. We like to do a full practice swing, flowing from beginning to end and still incorporating this feeling. So the feeling is that the body is turning through impact and the logo of the glove is still facing forward ahead of us until after we've hit the shot, and then it releases through to a full finish. So turn the body and delay the release. And once you can feel this, it's time to hit a golf ball. The golf ball is going to tell you whether you've overdone it and you're sending the ball to the right, whether you're not doing it enough and it's still going left, or whether you've actually managed to calibrate it quite well and you've got the ball finishing on target. So, practice swing again, main feeling, turn the body through to the target, which in turn delays the release, and then give it a go.